All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And once again, I want to say shout out to Candace Owens and congratulations to her. Know she just had a baby and stuff like that. So shout out to Candace Owens. And she then came back with this video saying, did I betray Donald Trump for Vivek Ramaswamy? Because she said there's been a lot of lies and stuff like that going around the internet. Because if y'all been watching, you know, Candace Owens and Vivek been on doing campaigns and stuff like that, you know, going around answering questions from the audiences and stuff like that. And she's saying that a lot of people been going around trying to say that she didn't flipped on Donald Trump and that she want nothing else to do with Donald Trump anymore. She didn't just ran to Vivek. If y'all been watching me for the longest, y'all know I respect Vivek, love what he do. I respect Donald Trump, love what he do. I have no problem with Vivek Ramaswamy. I think he make a lot of excellent points. So I don't have anything bad to say about Vivek Ramaswamy. But, you know, Candace says she's going to speak on this and so she can stop the lies. Because, you know, once the internet see you with this person and they're like, oh, now Candace done switched up. She don't support Trump no more. And I'm pretty sure Candace Owens still supports Donald Trump. Just because she's campaigning with somebody else as well don't mean she got, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean she done turned on Donald Trump. I'm pretty sure she still respects and she still is going to vote for Donald Trump regardless of the situation. But sometimes you got to try to bury the lies that a lot of people on the left will try to do. So we're going to check this out. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate all of you and everybody that always watches to the end because it really, really helps out a lot. Please hit that like button. Let's dive in and let's see what Candace Owens had to say about this. Did I betray Donald Trump for Vivek Ramaswamy? Let's go.
It's going down, guys. Give me another appropriate meme. Yeah, guys, a little bit of drama heating up. Vivek Ramaswamy versus Donald J. Trump. I don't think any of us really saw this coming. So let's just kind of reflect on what actually went down. What triggered Trump to issue I wouldn't say blistering attack, but an attack for sure on Vivek Ramaswamy? Well, Vivek posted this picture of him and some of his supporters wearing a particular t-shirt that Trump didn't like. So as you can see, the t-shirt features Trump's viral mugshot, and it also bears the words, "Save Trump, vote Vivek." And yes, as I said, that rubbed Trump the wrong way. Now, to be clear, Vivek has been talking about this on the campaign trail for some time. Obviously, Vivek is running against Donald Trump. And the reason that he is running is because he believes that conservatives are walking into a trap right now. And there are some aspects of this that I very much agree with. He's pointing out the fact that there is no way that the left does not have a plan to make sure that Trump does not go into the White House. We just lived through January 6th. And for those of us that have been saying that obviously that was a deep state event, then you realize that there is nowhere that they won't go in order to get Trump off of the ballot, which is what they are now doing in some states. Vivek has been obviously supportive of Trump and everything that is happening to him legally. He has said that he will remove himself from any states. He would remove himself from the ballot within any states that were just going to neglect to put Trump on the ballot. And that has been, I think, tremendous. He's been, again, unbelievably supportive of Donald Trump. He has said that he is the greatest president of his lifetime, and he believes that Donald Trump has been a part of a mass awakening, myself included. These are things that are abundantly obvious. Now, Vivek has also stated that he believes their intention is to make sure that Trump in some capacity can't run. Maybe it's going to be another pandemic. Again, something that they did in utter desperation that we could have never foreseen happening, but it impacted votes. And he thinks it's going to be a two-horse race. He thinks what they're trying to do is to make it between Nikki Haley, who is very clearly their favored candidate. Every single poll is pretending that she's experiencing the surge, and yet I can't find a Nikki Haley supporter. Every time people conduct mini polls on Twitter, Nikki Haley is always last picked, behind Vivek Ramaswamy, behind Ron DeSantis, behind Trump. But apparently, according to the mainstream media narrative, she is surging. Everybody loves Nikki Haley. Everybody loves the idea of going to war forever. That's what we want. We want the military-industrial complex. We want to keep waking up in the morning and going to work so that our government can spend it overseas fighting never-ending conflicts and ones that we keep losing. That's even better. If we can all get up in the morning and go to work and have our tax dollars sent overseas to lose, give me Afghanistan, give me Iraq, give me Ukraine, that would be great. I know that's what everybody at home wants to do. And so Trump did not particularly like this T-shirt. He does not believe in this theory. I guess they think that maybe they are recognizing that the left has some plan, but maybe they're thinking that they can't do it twice. I don't put anything past the left. Here's what Trump wrote about Vivek Ramaswamy on Truth Social. Vivek started his campaign as a great supporter, quote unquote, the best president in generations, etc. Unfortunately, now all he does is disguise his support in the form of deceitful campaign tricks. Very sly, but a vote for Vivek is a vote for the quote unquote other side.
Wow.
Don't get duped by this. Vote for Trump. Don't waste your vote. Vivek is not MAGA. The Biden indictments against his political opponent will never be allowed in this country. They are already beginning to fall MAGA. So here's what I will say. In terms of the way that Trump can sometimes give somebody a name, I would definitely register this as a mild attack. And if he felt attacked by the T-shirt, again, these are not T-shirts from Vivek's campaign. These were just his supporters, and he posted it. Fair. All is fair in politics. Of course, at a certain point, you are going to have to level some attack. You're going to have to make it clear to people, don't vote for this guy, vote for me. So I don't think that there needs to be any drama necessarily here, but drama is exactly what played out on Twitter. You had people that were Trump supporters suddenly calling for everybody's neck that possibly said anything positive about Vivek. And it wasn't a game that I was going to play. I've been very clear on this show forever. Literally, when Vivek was polling at less than 1%, I had him on the show, that he registers to me as a breath of fresh air. And the way that he is running his campaign, in my view, is excellent.
It is.
This should be the mold for how every campaign is run. He is actually working for people's vote. He is working so hard. He is on every obscure podcast and YouTube show that you've never heard of. He doesn't care, big or small. He wants people to know about him. And what I have said on this show from the beginning is true. He registers to me as an extreme overachiever. You can see that he's just wired differently. I believe that Vivek is brilliant. I believe that he is actually a genius. If every single candidate had to sit down today and perform an IQ test, Vivek would leave them all in the dust. That's just the truth. He's operating at a superhuman level, and it is amazing to watch. He is not sleeping. He does not drink coffee. Obviously, you know, I spent last week on the campaign trail with him. We should want all of this in a presidential candidate, not just a presidential candidate, but in a congressional candidate. We should want this to be, again, the standard. And as a mother of three, I have no qualms about saying that he represents the future of the Republican Party, and he makes me feel more at ease about the direction that this country is headed toward. If we can get people like him in leadership positions, we should all support it. But this led to conspiracy theories. Why are there suddenly so many people that were supporting Trump that are also looking at Vivek? Well, because he's been able to articulate a very clear vision. Yeah. And by the way, aside from that, nobody else called and asked us, right? As I said, he is doing all of these podcast shows. He's inviting people on the campaign trail with him. Has the DeSantis campaign done that?
Nope.
Had they done that, I would have gone, because I want to tell people what I am seeing. Has the Trump campaign called and said, hey, can we do the show? Can we talk? No. They're running remarkably different campaigns. I would say DeSantis is running a campaign for his donors. And I would say that Trump right now obviously is reasonably focused on his indictments. He's not running the same campaign that he ran in 2015. And Vivek's campaign looks a lot like Trump's campaign in 2015. Trump was doing everybody's show. He was getting out in front of the people because the mainstream media would pay him no attention in the same way that they are paying Vivek Ramaswamy no attention. They don't want to make it seem like he's even an option. They're not even polling him in Iowa. People are saying that they're receiving phone calls from polling, and they're saying, who would you vote for if it wasn't for Trump? Would you do DeSantis or Haley? And so don't make a conspiracy out of something that isn't a conspiracy. It's just hard work. We're not used to seeing that sort of a work ethic. And I think my suspicions about Vivek have been correct, about him being a chronic overachiever. Somebody posted this on 2X. It is Vivek giving a speech when he was in high school because he was the valedictorian at St. Xavier's. Take a listen.
Wow.
And most of all, to the fellow class of 2003, we are finally here. Yeah, I guess we finally are here. But the last question facing us tonight is what this really means. In one sense, I feel that at long last, after struggle and after success, that tonight we have arrived. Yet in quite another sense, I'm only reminded of a quote we recently read in our English class, that it is better to travel than it is to arrive, leaving me altogether confused as to how I'm supposed to feel right now. The word commencement comes from the French word commencer, which means to begin.
I think that's an important clip.
Wow. But I've said that before about Vivek. Like, I don't have a problem with Vivek. I actually like Vivek. But like you said, them shirts wasn't made by him. I guess his fans made it, Save Trump, vote for Vivek. And I guess Donald Trump took that some type of way, like, you acting like you for me, but you're really not. But I'm kind of like how Candace is. Like, I don't have a problem with Vivek. This man is working hard on these campaigns. I tell you right now, every day I get on YouTube, this man is live, running his campaign, talking to people. I mean, every single day, Vivek is on campaigns, just talking to people in different places. His work ethic is something serious. I mean, it's something serious. And for like Nikki Haley ain't finna win anything. I don't know what polls that they've been watching, because we gotta watch, because, you know, at this point with Trump, the way Trump is winning, we can't trust nobody on the left. A lot of these polls we can't even trust, because, you know, they've been trying to cheat too. So we definitely got to watch out for that, because, I mean, come on, we ain't stupid at all. But like what Candace said, that his work ethic, man, it don't matter what platform, because you can go to almost any platform, whether they got 100,000 subscribers, 200,000, 1 million, it don't matter. You will see Vivek over there. And that's what I like about him. He ain't just shooting for everybody that got, you know, like the popular podcasts. He ain't just going to them. He going to smaller podcasts as well, coming to people's channel, answering questions and stuff like that. And I respect that he does that. But y'all know me. I already told you I'm voting for Donald Trump. I want Donald Trump to be the president, but definitely Vivek for the future. I wouldn't mind that at all. The guy is smart. He's brilliant. I understand a lot of people don't like him, but I don't have a problem with Vivek. I like some of the stuff that he be saying. And he does, to me, I think he does respect Donald Trump. Because like I said, anytime they throw him off ballots, he remove himself off ballots. He even said Donald Trump was his best president ever. So I do like what Vivek does, man. But let's keep it going to see what else Candace had to say about it.
To look at, because it shows you that it's the same Vivek Ramaswamy that we see today. People have pointed out, oh, he sounds automated. He sounds too good to be true. As a meme.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that, said he sounds too good to be true just because of the way he be talking. Like, I'm telling you, like, how do y'all want Vivek to talk? How do you want him to talk? He sounds like, come on, man. They just start just picking at any little thing. At anything, little thing, I can guarantee you this, though. You'd rather pick Vivek over the rest of the other candidates like Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley. Well, Chris Christie already gone. I don't know why he even entered. He really just entered the race to try to go after Donald Trump and talk bad about him. That was the whole reason he entered the race. So once nobody even worried about no Chris Christie.
Means to reject him and his platform. We're literally getting to the standpoint now. We're just going, we should just reject brilliance. We don't like the smart guy. It almost feels a little bit to me like a bunch of high schoolers picking on the nerdy kid for being an overachiever. Oh, something about him I don't trust. He's automated. And I will say that there are aspects of him that are automated. When I was with him, his ability to understand things deeply automatically. You know, speaking to truckers and them talking about the problems that they have. A big issue right now happening in Iowa is a major pipeline that they want to build across people's personal property. Deeply understanding that this CO2 pipeline, why it is completely wrong, weighing it against the Constitution, and speaking out and saying that he will not support that pipeline being built. As I said, these are actually aspects that people should want to see, rather character elements that we should want to see in any person that wants to be a leader in this country. So what I would say is that we should not be rejecting brilliance. We need to stop acting like the cool kids. Is Vivek Ramaswamy particularly good at culture? Nope. That's okay. I don't know, outside of him rapping Eminem, how much he knows about movies and things of that nature, but it doesn't matter. He understands the Constitution. He's willing to fight for it. Now, how Vivek Ramaswamy responded to Donald Trump was in this manner. He wrote this on his X feed. He said, "Yes, I saw President Trump's Truth Social post. It's an unfortunate move by his campaign advisors. I don't think friendly fire is helpful. Donald Trump was the greatest president of the 21st century, and I'm not going to criticize him in response to this late attack. I've met thousands of Iowans across 390 plus events here, and they are deeply worried, and so am I, that this system won't allow Donald J. Trump anywhere near the White House again. It seems that they will stop at nothing to keep him away from power."
Wow. Now, I like that answer right there from him because like I said before, like Candace said, that T-shirt didn't come from Vivek's camp. Them were just fans of Vivek that wore that shirt, and he just took a picture with them. And he said, "Yes, I saw President Trump's social post. It's an unfortunate move by his campaign advisors. I don't think friendly fire is helpful. Donald Trump was the greatest president of the 21st century, and I'm not going to criticize him in response to this late attack." And you see how he just took, so pretty much Vivek just took the high road and said, you know what, I'm going to let him get that off. Because Donald Trump probably looked at it like, okay, maybe them right there was Vivek shirts and stuff like that, and he had them to wear it and stuff like that, but come to find out, he didn't. They were just fans of Vivek that had that on, and I guess Donald Trump didn't like it. But I don't think like Vivek and Trump is gonna go back and forth. I think it was just a little moment thing that Trump seen it and he just, you know what I'm saying, said something. But I don't really think it's serious at all.
I'm worried for Trump. I'm worried for our country. I've stood up against the persecutions against Trump, and I've defended him at every step. I showed up at the Miami courthouse in solidarity following his first federal indictment. I filed an FOIA demand to the Biden DOJ. I submitted an amicus brief this week with the U.S. Supreme Court calling on them to overturn Colorado's ruling. I pledged to remove myself from Maine and Colorado's primary ballots if they remove Trump, calling on DeSantis and Haley to do the same. But we have to open our eyes. Last time it was a man-made pandemic and big tech election interference. Now the same billionaires funding the lawsuits against Trump are the ones trying to prop up Nikki Haley.
Yep.
The same mainstream media blasting Trump is lavishing praise on Nikki. They want to narrow this to a two-horse race between Trump and Haley, eliminate Trump one way or the other, and trot their puppet into the White House. We can't fall for that trap. 1 year from now, we won't look back and say that we were shocked that it happened. We'll kick ourselves for not stopping it. Our movement must live on. America First didn't start in 2016. It started in 1776. We owe it to our founding fathers to do the right thing for our country. I want to save Trump and to save this country. Let's do it together. You won't hear any friendly fire from me. As I said, this isn't a conspiracy. People are liking Vivek because he is working to be liked. And if we observe the way the other campaigns are being run, I just don't know if it's registering as more votes for any of those candidates. I appreciated how lighthearted, obviously, and funny Trump's campaign was in 2015. Obviously, it was a remarkably different world. You can't imagine what Trump has gone through. All of it tremendously wrong. He carries a great burden being indicted for various things simply because they want to interfere in this election. Having to, instead of spending time with his voters, get to go over to various courthouses simply because, as I said, they do not want him on the ballot. January 6th for them, which was obviously staged by the deep state, represented an opportunity for them to further punish him and his supporters. So I get that. But of course, positivity and lightheartedness is going to register with individuals. You've got Nikki Haley, who is barely campaigning. She doesn't have to. The mainstream media is fully on her side. She's running the old Hillary Clinton campaign. I'm a woman and people will vote for me and I will say exactly what it is that I am supposed to say without even thinking. I'm a puppet. I am a plant. Then you've got Ron DeSantis, who, as I have said from the very beginning, I think he is a wonderful governor. I know some people don't feel that way about him because they feel that he's been disrespectful in running for the presidency, especially given the fact that Trump did, in fact, get him over the line. He almost lost his first gubernatorial race to Andrew Gillum. But I just don't think he's running a great campaign. I don't. I've said it from the beginning, especially the online world. Anybody that's got a gator in their profile, they ruined it for DeSantis. They're nasty, they're mean, and they are not bringing him more support. It's not to say that there's not good things to like about DeSantis, but he certainly is sort of walking in like he just deserves it for being a good governor. That's not how it should work. Every candidate should be lacking sleep on the ground every single day, painting a vision. They should be doing everybody's shows, not just answering the call when the mainstream media can get them in front of viewers. That's my personal belief. I think that people will always respond to a candidate that is working hard. That's the country that we live in. It should always be a meritocracy. And so we will continue to follow it. And I want to be very clear because there's been a lot of lies. Of course, if Trump is a nominee, he will be the person that I am supporting. But I will continue to support Vivek Ramaswamy because to me, he represents the future. And I'm invested in it for my children. All right, guys, moving on.
All right. There we go right there. So pretty much Candace Owens says she is still for Trump, but she will support Vivek. And there's nothing wrong with that because that's what I was just saying. You can still support Donald Trump and want Donald Trump to win and still support Vivek at the same time. Because like I said, Vivek has been doing a lot of great things. I'm telling y'all, this man been campaigning. I don't know how many times a day he do it, but this man been campaigning every single day, talking to people, saying, hey, I hope I get your vote. He's talking to everybody. Even after the meeting's over with, he'll walk up to people. They'll ask him questions. He'll answer it. Like, Vivek has been doing a good job. Like I said, I don't think this right here is serious between Vivek and Trump because that's what the media want. They want them to go back and forth to try to make it look bad. But like I said, I don't think Trump is going to do that. And I don't think Vivek will. Of course, Vivek said he ain't shooting no friendly fire. But I support them both. But at the end of the day, like I told you before, I want Trump to win, and I know he's going to win regardless of these indictments that's going on that they trying to hold him back. We ain't gonna worry about that. So we already know what time it is. But we made it to the end of the video. Like I said, we'll leave the original video in the description. Make sure y'all go show Candace Owens some love. Another great video from her. And thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.